Well, hey all. This time an honest review as I have been using Zebronics Jukebar 9900 for 3 months. I bought it on July and here is my breakdown: the good, the bad, the ugly, which is everything you need to know about the soundbar. Now, before I dive deep in, if you're just confused to buy a soundbar and you have a budget of, let's say, up to 25,000 or 28,000, and all you do is watch movies from streaming platforms, you use DTH, you connect it via aux or Bluetooth, do me a favor and don't waste your time anymore. Go ahead and buy it. End of story. If you need a longer explanation, then stick through this video and you will get all the information required. First, let's talk about the good. I bought it for under 25,000, and if you get this product for anywhere under 28,000, it should be a good deal, as there are no sound bars even up to 40,000 that can come close to what Jukebar 9900 can do. It will beat the entire competition just by talking about the features it provides. It has all the audio formats like Dolby Digital, Dolby Digital Plus, Dolby Atmos, True HD, Dolby Matte, DTS 5.1, DTS HD, DTS HDMA, DTS-X, and multi-channel PCM. It's too good. To be honest, there should be no soundbars under 40,000 with all these features, but here we are. And with all these, they still do top it off with Bluetooth 5.3, which is the latest, and you get a mic. Although not many people might use it, I'd still say it's a handy add-on if you want to show off your singing skills or genuinely just use it to host some rave parties. Now, the speaker configuration is a 5.2.4 setup, which is good, and the subwoofers do knock it out of the park. It gets very loud and it'll shake your entire room no matter how big it is. The max volume is 35, and I, for the life of me, could only get it up to 25. I usually keep it at 15 and watch movies, and it is still loud enough already. The top firing speakers are a hit and a miss if you'll ask me. For some Dolby Atmos content, it plays the Atmos track very well, and there are some tracks that the surround wasn't that virtually pleasing. You can't expect much from any soundbars when you're talking about object-based Dolby Atmos or DTS-X virtual effect. However, the main channels, that is the left, center, right, surround left and surround right, does an amazing job considering there are no tweeters in this soundbar, which I will talk about later. I realize that not many people are aware that we can get Dolby True HD or DTS Master Audio, which are lossless audio formats, and in a nutshell, it is typically found in Blu-ray players or AVR systems. I'll make a separate video as I'll have to, lot to uncover. Just so you know, Zebronics 9900 has these audio formats, which changes the way you literally watch movies if you know how to use them. I have made some videos already about it if you want to check it out, but this feature will surely have more people interested in lossless audio formats and might even start a cult of people that starts exploring music or sound formats just like they do in the Western countries. And in fact, you can do that for 25k. It's just insane. Now, let's talk about the bad, what the team should have taken care of. And one thing that stands out is fixing some of the bugs they have and that I face on daily basis. So the first and foremost one out of it is the settings are not saved, and once in a while it all defaults back to -5, and I'm tired of changing it every time. And this in itself is making the audio experience look bad overall, because you might just be watching a movie and you realize there's something off about the sound, and only to understand your settings have gone back to default, which is actually not a good sign, as not many users will even realize this, and they'll feel the overall audio quality is really going bad. And the other thing is Dolby Matte or surround off and on. You can enable or disable this feature by just holding your EQ button for 3 seconds, and this is up to your preference, but I noticed whenever I turn it on, the clarity is no longer there and the sound is very muffled. So this soundbar does not come with any tweeters, which is evident if you already use a soundbar, or if you have used a soundbar with tweeters before, you will definitely notice the difference. Now, is this that big of a deal? Absolutely not. and overall the sound makes up for it. And if you are a very basic soundbar user or very new to the soundbar ecosystem, you will not even realize this. The center channel should have been better, or maybe it's just me. Again, I personally feel the center channel weak overall on this soundbar, and they should have concentrated more on fine tuning this, as I strongly believe center channels make or break your home theater setup. It's not too bad, but minute imperfections are noticeable, which was never the case in any of the previous Zebronics product lines. Well, now let's talk about the ugly. So, a lot of customers are facing issues with connectivity while setting up their soundbar. Although I haven't faced this issue yet, I've spoken to people who have faced this issue or currently facing this issue, and for the price we are paying, this should not have happened in the first place. And there's a personal issue that I still am going through, which is with my Fire Stick. Whenever I have my Fire Stick on Dolby Digital Plus, the subwoofers make a hissing sound once in a while, and I got to know it is just to keep the sound, subwoofer alive by sending some low signals. But I'm not a huge fan of this mess up, and Zebronics should have taken care of it. It is fine in other audio formats like PCM or in my normal TV, but the moment I change it to Dolby Digital or Dolby Digital Plus, the LFE starts making a pulsing sound, which is kind of irritating. Another rare issue is with eARC connectivity, as some of the users, even with an eARC capable TV, was not able to get the eARC displayed and it only shows ARC. I'm not sure how much of these will get fixed over an update by Zebronics, and I'm really not sure when they're going to roll one out either. But if they want to make some things right so the customer base can improve, this is the soundbar model that they need to pay attention to. And this is the last one, which is kind of a nitpick. That is, I'm not a fan of the build quality. The metal frames are good overall, but the plastic quality used is not that great, and you can clearly see the cost cutting corners predominantly on this section. But for the price we're paying, I think it does not matter. So this is my overall review of the soundbar, that is Zebronics Jukebar 9900, and I hope this video helps you. And if you have any specific queries in terms of soundbar or decision making, just drop me a comment and I'll be able to help you. But that's pretty much it. If you are looking for a soundbar under 28 or 25,000 with all the features I've mentioned, just go ahead and buy it. But if you need something with more clarity, more lifetime service quality and all that, I think you'd be better off looking at some Sony products or Samsung products, which are slightly priced higher but with very less features compared to what the Juke Bar provides. But that's pretty much it, guys, and I'll see you in another one.